Hello everybody and welcome back to Ethiopia, where we just finished annexing Adulia up over here, and that is fantastic. Axum is now basically our only buffer against Boris, and up over in this direction. We are allied with them, and eventually the plan is probably to get them to be either a feudatory or a client of us. The difference between those, of course, being that feudatories give us manpower, and clients give us money. I think I would prefer the manpower, at least right now. We'll have to see how that ends up panning out later on, because they won't do either currently. Mostly because we're just not strong enough for them to consider it. Which is kind of funny, because we could absolutely crush them. But I'd kind of like to not do that, because... oh, hello! That is perfect! This guy, the pretender to become king, he just died. That is absolutely ideal. Okay, let's get a new general in here. Not this guy. How about ourselves? We'll put ourselves in charge of this particular army. We'll take them down to a Thule, and we're going to need to restructure this pretty dramatically eventually. But for right now, we'll leave it as is. Actually, we should probably consolidate cohorts. I don't care if some get consolidated away. There we go. Xenon Senuid is being shamed for a vast and lavish party in his summer palace at Adine. That is not good. Do we demand his resignation? I feel like we do. That's pretty good. Okay, so we need a new governor up here in Catawba. And we will go for Arganos Petubast, I think. He's better than Xenon Senuid was anyway. There we go, and this is set to do what? Local autonomy. These are Arabic and Axumite, currently. That's fine. So I think instead of... whoops. I did not mean to do that. Okay, he's now on Acquisition of Wealth. I would kind of like him to be on... let's see, what do we actually want? They're already well converted. Borderlands? Yeah, let's have them be on Borderlands. Okay. So Xenon Senuid is currently super disloyal, but that's okay. He also doesn't have any power. Right? Yeah, none whatsoever. Fantastic. We can afford an invention, and we're going to go for grain rations. That extra population growth is going to help substantially later on. Then we're going to create... no, we're not going to create a new unit. We're just going to drill these guys for right now. And we did manage to consolidate away a couple of our regiments here. Ultimately, we're going to want to get rid of the chariots and the light cavalry. We'll keep the light infantry around, but you know what? Let's go ahead and get rid of these now. We're leading it ourselves, so I'm pretty sure they're not going to have any loyalty issues, but we'll disband those. And we're going to keep around the 3 light infantry regiments, and we're just going to work on expanding all of these up to 555. 3 armies of 555 should be pretty solid. Otherwise, we're going to need to start thinking about attacking Mundia. Would they actually... they absolutely would not... except being a friend of ours. Well, probably an ally, but not a client state. Shipbuilding cost reduction, ship damage taken, heavy infantry cost into light infantry offense. Sure, we'll do that. Excellent. So how many more men do we need to join the armies? 8,973. That's a lot. Okay. So as far as these nations over here go, we're largely going to be ignoring them for now, because I think they're in a pretty big alliance web, right? Yeah, they are. So, like, these three are all allied, so we would need to beat all three of them. And of course we can continue. Is this uninhabitable up over here? No, actually. Some of it is, but some of this is not. Okay. Good to know. We could maybe settle that once we push down here and settle it from, like, this island here. That would be nice. And then be able to have a foothold over here and do a, like, two-pronged attack. Attack this way and sweep in, and then sweep in this way, maybe. Something along those lines. But of course, we are a little lacking in the manpower department right now, so that's not really going to be a thing. What is our current focus over here? Civilization change. Okay, what about an Axum? Acquisition of wealth. Let's go for Borderlands for right now. And then, of course, we are converting over here. There's still Microbian culture there as the majority, and there. But we're definitely making good progress on that front. And over here, Catabanian is still in this province. And Jewish and Himjar over here. I guess that's to be expected, though. Okay, let's go with primary culture happiness. Fantastic. That should hopefully help our popularity, I think, a bit too, maybe? Maybe? Let's see, where's our popularity at? Right here. We're just kind of chilling. Citizens in Guara are ecstatic at our benevolent rule. They've given us 2 popularity and 45 gold. Sweet, I'll take it and spend it on advanced wall construction. There we go. Only 3 more inventions, but we are going to have more coming in soon. And of course, this is the rest of the state of the world. This is going to be a potential final boss over here. In Moria or the Seleucid Empire. Whoever ends up winning that, honestly. Like, they currently have 117 cohorts in Moria. That's a little bit creepy. But they're also a long ways away. So that's perfect. We're also going to need to start building some roads eventually. And maybe that would be a good job for this army. It would cost 50 gold, but is that per province? I guess we'll save up until we have 50 gold and find out. Because I know that they reworked this so that you don't have to do it province by province anymore, but 50 gold is a lot if it's 50 gold per province. Or rather, per city, I suppose, in this game, but regardless, that's still a lot of money. At least at this stage of the game. But roads do make a huge difference. We'll be able to get around much more quickly if we build some. And I absolutely do think it's worthwhile. So we would probably want to get a road network down relatively ASAP, and then we can just continue building the roads as we expand. I mean, we do have more inventions that we can pick up as well. We're making 6.74 per month right now. But that's okay. I mean, we're waiting on manpower anyway, right? So let's go ahead and... Oh, you need 10 subunits to build a road. That's different. Okay. And we need civic advances at 6. Well, that would have been nice to know before. So our civic advances are currently at 1, so we can't build a road for a while. Good to know, though. Good to know. We'll grab heavy infantry discipline, but despite the fact that we can't get heavy infantry. It'll be nice later on, when we get the ability to. Unfortunately, there's no iron down this way. We need to expand up into Kush for that. Oh, hello. Egypt lost some territory. I'm okay with that. That means that they're not pushing down the Nile right now. Which is ultimately a good thing. For us, anyway. Not them. Okay, well, the question then becomes, what is the immediate plan in the future here? Like, what are we working towards right now? Well, we do need to get our manpower regenerated, and that's kind of the top priority right now, is recovering our manpower. We're getting 136 a month, which isn't bad for right now. That's decent progress, especially when you compare it to, say, Axum here, and there's 66 that they're getting per month. However, when you compare it to, say, Egypt, they're getting 841 a month. That would be nice. But they're also far, far larger than we are. So, let's see. Zosimus Senuid's loyalty is declining currently. Mostly because of our tyranny, which is going down every month. So hopefully that'll continue ticking down a little bit. But it needs to tick down quite a lot more. But I mean, we could leave him the way he is right now, or we could just bribe him. And I'm gonna do that. He's gonna stick around for a couple more years, probably, so that'll be okay. We'll grab military artisans next. And then all we need is Logistics Bureau. Can we do any imports? We aren't doing any right now. Yeah, that's fine. We'll deal with that in a moment. Can we do any imports? We aren't doing any right now because we can't. And nope, nobody will import, or rather export anything to us. So this guy is responsible for the oversight of civic works. It's become abundantly clear that his appointment was a terrible mistake. All around the country, shabby, hideous edifices are being raised at alarming speed. Sadly, his latest masterpiece collapsed, killing a number of civic officials. We should decide how to handle this carefully. We could gain 5 popularity. There's a chance that he gets wounded, a chance that he dies. Mostly he's just going to lose 40 loyalty. We're going to have him flogged, because I don't want to pay him. And he did indeed lose all that loyalty. So we're going to fire him. Let's hop into our government here. And he was our steward. Oh, too disloyal. Okay, we could bring him to trial. We have a low chance of success, currently. Okay. What's his power base? 1.0? That's not an issue. Yeah, he's really not very threatening. Did he get wounded? No, he did not. He just lost 1 billion loyalty, though. And this guy's now supporting the other Pami-Petu bust. Please don't. Thank you very much. Excellent. We've got a sandstorm going on up over here, apparently. It's exciting. Yep, Desert Storm until 4 September 499. It's already over. But this one isn't yet. It's supposed to be. Okay, yeah, now it's over. Excellent. So, we have a big manpower shortage right now. There's no doubt about that. The question is, what do we ultimately do about that? Oh, we're now intelligent. That's nice. Always a good thing to have. Who's this guy? Oh, that's our steward there. Okay. And his loyalty is coming up. That's very nice. Son of the Master of the Guard is not very loyal at all, but that's okay. Don't really care about that too much. So should we switch off of Al Uza as soon as this is up in like a month? Or actually in like a year? Maybe. We need 5,249 men. That's not going to be fully regenerated in a year for sure. But we're just kind of chilling right now. We did colonize this up over here. We can't colonize this because we have only slaves. That said, we could move some slaves into, say, here. We'd only need to move one slave, actually. We'll move a slave over, because it shares a sea tile. And now we can colonize this. Fantastic. And then we could move... Wait, can we colonize this as well? No. Okay. We can move slaves into here, though. For sure. Hang on. I'll get to you. Okay. And then we could move a slave from Punta. That puts us at 8. We would need to move 2 more. Like that. That puts us at 10. And then we should be able to colonize this as soon as this becomes dominant Axumite. Now, we do have some assimilation here. We are currently 7 Microbian, 3 Axumite. It's going to take 3 years to assimilate them into Axumite. Okay, fair enough. Now, this event. The Council of Yeha have taken it upon themselves to free a sizable quantity of privately owned slaves. Again, 2 more slaves in Yeha becoming freemen. I am actually pretty okay with that. Yeha's over here. What am I doing? Yeah, we have no freemen in Axum right now. We can gain 5 popularity and get tribesmen. Freemen here. There we go. That's going to get us more manpower, so I'm very, very okay with this. Now, we could also speed this up a little bit. We would need to move in at least 5 more pops. We can only move in 4. We could do this. So let's bring in some Axumite slaves from various locations. And that caps us out there. And let's go ahead and refresh this. There we go. 50-50. So now as soon as this converts, we would be able to settle Malalo. Excellent. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I would ask you to leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And next episode, we're going to settle Malalo and maybe fight Mundia. See you all then.